I was scrolling through social media the other day and I stumbled on a video where the content creator was asking this question. He said, those people who say they don't believe in God, he wants to know, where do they go to when they have problems? When they are in real trouble, who do they call on to for help? And I laughed so hard. The problem is that most people have lived in a lie for too long that they are afraid of the truth. Most people have been in slavery for too long that they are afraid of freedom. And this was a very common phenomenon in the days of slavery. When the time came for slaves to be set free, most of them were scared of freedom. They were asking themselves, the only person we know is our master. We have lived under our master for too long. He's the one who has been providing for us. He's the one who has been feeding us. He's the one who has been taking care of us when we are sick. Now that they want to set us free, where do we go to? If we fall sick, who is going to take care of us? If we are hungry, who is going to feed us? We don't have money. We don't have nothing. We have never learned to depend on ourselves. So most of them were skeptical. They did not want to leave the plantations. They wanted to stay with their masters. It is the same thing happening with those people who are still trapped in the shackles of religious indoctrination. They have learned to depend on an imaginary sky father for too long that they do not know how they can survive without that imaginary figure. They forget to know that that sky father probably does not exist. And even if he exists, he's not even interested in what is going on in their lives. They are only using him as a coping mechanism. The real power lies within them. But because they have not been trained to depend on this power, they want to keep depending on this imaginary sky daddy to solve their problems. Because they believe every time they call on the sky daddy, he helps them. Forgetting to know that most of the time, they are the ones who help themselves, but they think it is the sky daddy who helps them. Now, let me tell you this truth once and for all so that you know it. Your life is entirely your making. Once you have this understanding, it becomes an empowerment. You begin to take your life more seriously. You begin to take your decision making more seriously. You become more conscious about what you allow and what you disallow in your life, because whatever happens to you in this life is only a sum total of the choices you make. Every decision you make in this life has consequences. It could be positive or it could be negative, but there are consequences. I want you to realize that within you lies the power to determine the course your life is going to take. You have everything it needs in this life to be happy and successful. It is already within you. The problem is that religion has pointed you in the wrong direction, and for the longest time of your life, you have been depending on an imaginary sky daddy, forgetting to know that everything you want in this life, you can achieve it because